Hello everybody, welcome back to another review on the channel. We're going to be doing Grave Encounters. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So Grave Encounters is a movie that, how can I say this? It's a found footage movie. It's about these group of ghost hunters that don't think, the asylum's haunted or ghosts are real. And they talk to the owner or whatever, the guy that runs the place, and they're gonna stay overnight in it and explore. And they think everything's fake about the building, but turns out it ain't. So, they go in, they stay overnight, then they're getting ready to pack up, but turns out it's still dark outside. So, so they guess we have to wait a couple more hours for the sunlight to come up and shit, and so they do, and then it doesn't, but they set up cameras all throughout the fucking places, so then they have to go back and get them and shit. So they're wandering around, they're trying to break through the door, but it turns out the door to leave is another room. The building's moving around, there's dead ends and shit, which is pretty fucking cool. I'm being dead ass, pretty fucking cool that this happens. So, they're trying to find a way to escape, and then I forget his name. Is his name Mac or whatever the fuck I'm gonna call it? He ends up getting sucked into the bathtub by a girl, and blood comes out, and he's gone. And they lost Matt. I think that's his name. The guy that controls everything, the one that watches over security cameras and shit. And Matt goes to get one of the cameras, but he ends up wandering off somewhere else, and you don't know what happens to him at the very end. But turns out they're walking through the fucking building and shit. They find Matt in a fucking hospital gown, literally. And he doesn't know who the fuck they are. So they're trying to jog his memory, and he laughs historically. And they find an elevator, which I think, yeah, they found an elevator, and they're trying to get out of there, which the elevator leads to the sewer system, whatever the fuck you want to call it, tunnel. And I forget the guy that runs the show name. Fuck. Well, the guy that runs the show ends up going back and getting one of the fucking bars on fucking hospital shit, and he ends up finding a tongue on the floor, which is from a bleeding fucking monster, or whatever you call it. He looks up and it's a fucking monster, and he jumps down, and he's running and shit. He's trying to open the fucking door, trying to keep the door shut, and then Matt, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that holds the camera, ends up falling down the fucking elevator shaft, ends up killing himself, which I don't get why, because it's crazy. And then they end up getting to the sewer system, then, which is a long ass sewer system. Then they just stay there, because there's no point of escaping. So him and the girl are just sitting there, and then the girl, a bunch of smoke passes by, or fog, or mist, and the girl's, and when it's all gone, the girl's gone. And the guy's looking for him, looking for her, and he cannot find her, so the only way of food is he kills a rat viciously and eats it. And at the very end, he's saying there's demons in these walls, or whatever you want to fucking call it. Then he wakes up, he finds a door in front of him, and then he goes to this fucking weird ass place, and he finds articles on doctors and shit, or whatever you want to call it, satanic books and shit, Satanism, and he stumbles into this room with the doctor that died, that done most of the fucking sacrificing at the hospital. And then this weird guy, like right here, he opens his mouth, he ends up like jump scaring him, and then Lance Preston, yeah, Lance Preston, I got it. Lance Preston saying, no, I've been good. And then it cuts back to him, saying, I'm all better now, I can go home. And then he says it's final, this is Grave Encounters, whatever you want to call it, and then the movie ends. And oh yeah, the old guy, I forget his name, but one that can sense everything, like their spirits and shit, he ends up dying by getting choked by a fucking spirit. Or like dragged in the fucking air, then all the way down. I don't know, like they pick him up or in some shit, but yeah. One hell of a movie. I like this movie. It's a great fucking movie. It's a great horror. It's a great fucking pleasure to watch this shit. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing Grave Encounters 2. I wish they made a third one because their Grave Encounters 1 and 2 are both good fucking movies. But yeah, that's about it. Guess I can make more movie reviews, more commentaries, more movie versus movies, more franchise versus franchise. And yeah, that's about it. Keep sucking dick.